triggers were that we were making observations of children as they were arriving into the classroom, or actually from parents as they brought their children into the classroom. That was not consistent with an understanding of Montessori philosophy. So we decided that that was a good trigger. So our review focus question was, what do our parents at Kuru Montessori understand of Montessori philosophy and practice? And alongside that it was, how do the parents of Kuru Montessori think children learn, and what importance do they place on different areas of learning? And how does this align with our philosophy at school?
So we are looking at identifying and documenting the key indicators of Montessori education at Aotearoa School. And the main thing that we're using for that is community excellence to help us and help the community understand what Montessori looks like and where it's coming from. So our review focus is, what do parents of the Montessori strand understand of Montessori philosophy and practice, and how do parent understandings of Montessori philosophy and the Aotearoa School vision align? So the Aotearoa School vision is quite broad in the fact that it is to encompass mainstream education view, the Ao Māori point of view, and the Montessori point of view. So as you can probably hear, we've got a variety of things that we are coming at it from. So we're coming from Montessori perspective, and looking at the schools, where the school's coming from as well, to try and communicate things in one way.
So our first meeting, we thought we actually take our team a little bit through what we experienced with you guys, just in a mini version. With the same effect, I think they all walked out going, oh my god. That was not the plan, by the way. So we talked about protocols, what it means to be a critical friend, because obviously we went back and had those chat going, so how's my be critical friend this morning, you know, so we just talked about those things. Becoming an active listener. Then about we sort of had an idea where we want to go with our philosophy, but we actually also wanted to see where's the teaching team at. So in order to do that, Michelle and I went through the whole book, and quality indicators we thought might be relevant to our philosophy we took out, and I think we had about 22. And then we actually started a little game. So we broke up our team into 3 groups, and we had just all those quality indicators for them to go through, and we let them sort them. Okay, what do you think is a quality indicator for the child, the family, management, and the teacher, and all those little groups, because that means they started discussing all those pedagogical questions, what they think it is. And then they gave us those indicators back, and we also asked them to choose out of the 22, 6 indicators they would think is the most important ones in regards to our philosophy.
With that question, which is funny, how effective are we in supporting children in our interrupted work cycle? And then we got some lovely, again, good feedback about how we were going to actually define uninterrupted and effective and that kind of stuff. It was really good. We had lots of discussions about it. And once this question was sorted out, we came up with indicators. We came up with 4 indicators, which were one, uninterrupted children show such characteristics as normalization, concentration, independence, self-motivation, free choice, and inner calmness. In 2 of our trainers, Florence and Mary, decided to get the data for that indicator. And then the second one was teachers value and protect the children's right to uninterrupted time. That is my indicator for data collection. Third, the wider community has a shared understanding of the importance of an uninterrupted work cycle for children's learning and supports it. There are 2 other people doing that. And then the last one is the class had uninterrupted time, with the idea being at least a 3-hour work cycle, and that's Tracy's one.
So then we pulled out, sort of the key points in the philosophy statement, and we use those to create the indicators. Children are actively engaged. The community of Montessori teachers is skilled in following the child and responding to their changing interests and needs. The environment is carefully prepared and fully utilised by the children, and all activities in the environment contain the key elements of the Montessori materials. And we did note that just each one of those on their own could be an area of self-review just on its own. But we decided that we wanted to hold on to all of them and just kind of cast the net out, see what came out of that net, and then see where that took us from that point.
So what we've done, we've just made ourselves a chart like this. This was our initial one, which was our baseline really. Oh, you can blackboard, okay. You were getting use. So what we do is as we go through our daily records, anything that seems like a genuine choice of interest and not something just to, to sit with his records like that. We write down as an interest under the child's name. We've got them highlighted under curriculum areas. So we just do that every day as we go through our records. And it's an amazingly useful tool. It shows you so much actually. I've got about 12 or 13 weeks of this now, and it's really interesting. And if a child just chooses it and doesn't work very well, we just make it a choice. We've got a series of 3 ticks for increasing interest, and the last 3 ticks is just showing you deep concentration or total engagement or persistence.
As we spent time reflecting and discussing what we were doing, I think that as we observed children, like we took 8 children from our class and we did observations on those individual children. And after conference we started using Connie Black's observation sheets as well, which were really interesting. And we saw that actually we do have quite a high level of independence.
But I think the signs before that, like capturing the right moment.
We've got to observe.
Similar, it's a great place to share the struggles that we have in Montessori, and I think we've all got quite similar things coming out. And what might be nice eventually, I was sitting there thinking, this might eventually give us a national question, and a national, we're all dealing with concentration or independence, and as a national body, what can we all come together and united about that? So I just think it's really exciting as we were sitting there.